Today, I'm going to answer to you the most Googled gentle parenting questions. You've been thinking about doing gentle parenting, you've been reading about it, maybe following some accounts, you've been getting some tips in there, but you still have a lot of questions before you say you commit to it. Today, you are going to live with the information you need to make an informed decision if gentle parenting is the way that you want to raise your children. We're going to answer questions such as, is gentle parenting permissive parenting? Or don't different kids need different kinds of parenting? Or shouldn't just a family choose the way they want to parent their children? We're going to answer those questions. But before that, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Marcela Collier. I am a mom of twin toddlers. They are 3 years old. I'm a therapeutic provider of children. I help them overcome behavioral challenges. I've been doing that for 8 years. And I'm a parent coach. I serve here as a guide to help you respond with what your children exactly need from you. So let's talk about the topic. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, by the way, I encourage you to subscribe and please hit the notification bell. Every Thursday at this time, I do live streamings to talk about different topics of parenting. Okay, so now that I introduced myself, let's talk about the topic, gentle parenting. What is gentle parenting? So gentle parenting is the switch from punish-based parenting to connection-based parenting. How I grew up with in the time of go to the car right now or else this will happen to you. I need you to put your shoes on right now because I said so. If you lived in the I said so kind of household, please let me know in the comments. I was in this how I said so parenting. That is punishment-based parenting. Gentle parenting is the opposite. We're not like you do as I say, but I'm going to guide you and to connect with you so you develop the skills to make better choices. So gentle parenting is guiding, encouraging, connection based, not demands, control, or because I said so, you have to do it, or imposing a child a punishment because they did something. On gentle parenting, we move away from punishment. And that's the first question that I want to address. Many people think because we don't punish our children, then we are permissive. We just let them do whatever they want to do. Permissive parenting is the opposite of gentle parenting. Permissive parenting is very hands-off parenting. So it's the mom that is at the playground and she's drinking her coffee at the playground, and the kid is over there hitting others, getting in trouble, throwing sand onto other kids' eyes, and she's just drinking her coffee and not doing anything. That is permissive parenting. It is very, very hands-off. Gentle parenting, on the other hand, is very involved. The mom is not on the bench drinking coffee, waiting for I don't know what to happen. No, gentle parents, we are very involved. We are right there. So if our child, for example, if our child is throwing sand in the playground, we don't do punishment, meaning like if you keep throwing sand to your friends, then we are leaving right now. You're in a timeout. We don't do that, but we come and we make sure that he refrains from doing that. Maybe we take him somewhere else. We remove him from the sand, or we will remove siblings or people around, and then we talk to him, we talk to the kid and guide them on why is this hurtful, what is the better choice if he wants to play with sand. So instead of like, stop playing with sand right now or else, then we're like, what can we do with the sand? We can maybe build a little castle. Maybe we just can leave it there and go play with something else. We give them choices. So that's the difference. We are not permissive. Another thing that is very Googled when it comes to gentle parenting is, if kids are so different, like, don't kids need different types of parenting because their temperaments are different, the way they respond is different. So how can you put children in a box, in a gentle parenting box, if there are some children that respond better to better other things? Okay, I have twins, and yes, they are twins, but they're so different. One has curly hair, the other one has straight hair, and their personalities are the complete opposites. And I have a foster son, he's a teenager, and he's in a different developmental stage. It's another type of behavior, another type of situation. So when it comes to my children, they are so different. What do? Do I change my parenting style, my gentle parenting style? No, I do not change it, but I do change my responses. So one of my children, one of the twins, he's very energetic. And if it's time to get to the car, I respond with what he responds. So if he responds to energy, I'm like, okay, let's count our steps to the car. Let whoever jumps the most to the car, or let's have a race from here to the car. 1, 2, 3, go! I know I'm in sucks. 1, 2, 3, go! So that's what gentle parenting does. We respond in different ways depending on how our children respond to us, how that fits their personality, but we still don't punish. We still do the same parenting style, right? It's just different responses. So that's what I have to say about that. Yes, children need different ways of responding, but that doesn't mean they need punishment to function. It doesn't mean they need hitting. It doesn't mean they need yelling. It doesn't mean they need to be left in a corner for I don't know how many minutes. It doesn't mean that. You can have other ways to, there are other ways that you can help your child cooperate with you. I actually created I am creating. I am creating a full program called the Parenting with Understanding program. It is not open yet for enrollment, but in this program, I'm going to equip you with the skill of responding to your child's behaviors according to the need that he's expressing. So different child, different need, different way of responding, and you are going to leave the program with the skill of knowing how to do it with each one of your children. If you want to be on the interest list to access early bird enrollment price, please comment below, or I'm going to leave a link in the description where you're going to get a free tool. It's called the Emotional Needs Roadmap, and you'll be able to access that information, that early bird list. So another question that I get a lot is, shouldn't every family parent their children the way that they feel like doing it? Shouldn't every family just parent the way they feel like it? When it comes to this, just take a moment and remember the way that you grew up. How did your parents respond to your behaviors? In my case, I grew up in a loving family, but my mom tended to blame a lot and put a lot of shame on me, doing things such as, why did you do that? You should have done better. Or, I don't think you should have done this. Why? A lot of why I did blank, which it placed a lot of shame on me. I grew up like that, And I had no idea. I had no idea the effect that that had on me until I had kids. And I'm not saying the twins, but coming out of me. Why? Because that was all I knew. That was all I knew. At the time, I wasn't a therapeutic provider. I didn't know about behaviors. I just had a big heart for children. I wanted to do foster care. I had a lot of love to give, but no skills. What were my skills? What were my tools? The tools that I learned from my mom. The blaming, the shaming, a lot of love though. She gave me a lot of those. So I had that too, the love. But love is not enough. Love alone is not enough. You need to be skillful. So, yes, you can parent your child the way that you want to parent. But if you don't know any different, you are going to parent the way you know. And what is the way you know? How you were raised. That's what you saw. If your parents raised you in a way that you want to raise your children, with understanding, with connection, from understanding, from respect, from connection, from a deep, from responsiveness to your behaviors, to your child's behaviors. If you were raised that way, that's the way that you are going to tend to raise your children. So go ahead. But if it is not, if you came from a punishment-based home, a blaming, shaming home, then I encourage you to keep searching, to keep improving your parenting skills, to keep educating yourself. And this is something that I see a lot in my community on Instagram. If you don't follow me, please follow me there at High Impact Club, or on TikTok. I'm on TikTok every day at High Impact Club. I see a lot like I if I don't know if I want to ask for help, because that's just a declaration of I don't have what it takes. And that's so wrong. That's so wrong. If we search help from financial advisors, if we search help from pastors, if we search for spiritual growth, if we search help from fitness coaches, why not to search help from parenting coaches? It doesn't mean that we're failing at parenting. It just means that we are on the start point to keep improving our relationship with our children. That's all it means. If you want to take me as that guide, I feel honored. I feel honored. I encourage you to keep watching my live streams and to keep going to my Instagram every day. I am there, encouraging you with the tools and the knowledge for you to respond according to your child's emotional needs. Because every behavior communicates a need. I say there all the time. I think I sound like a broken record. Okay. And the last thing that for part one, because this is part one, part two is going to be next week on the live streaming of next week, every Thursday at 7. So the next one is, I want to do gentle parenting, but I don't have a supportive spouse. My spouse is not up to that. How do I do this? For that, I did a complete video. After this live, I'm going to go to the settings and I'm going to place a card here on top or an end screen. So you are able to go right there and click it, and you can start knowing what to do when your spouse is unsupportive. Next week, we are going to touch on points such as, I see a lot of don'ts, but what about the do's? What do I do when things come up? What do I do when I see tantrums, when I see behaviors? How will children learn respect if I'm not punishing? Won't they grow out narcissistic, entitled, spoiled? I'm going to touch on those topics. Please come back. And how I said in my community, keep being your child's need detector. If you have other questions about gentle parenting, please drop them in the comments and give me a thumbs up. And the next live streaming, I'm going to be addressing them as well. Okay, have a great day. Bye.